In this lecture, you will be compiling a simple Java application that I have created specifically for this course. It is the same web application that you saw earlier with a few more source code files added to it. You will see a few more AND tasks like mkdir and javac to create directories and to compile the Java code. Finally, we will build a WAR file in a later lecture. First, clone the basic source code from my GitHub repository, sample web app. Open the git bash or command window, navigate to your Git workspace and type git clone followed by the URL to my Git repository. Wait a few seconds until it is fully downloaded. Once it is fully downloaded, let's take a quick look at the web app. The index.html is the same HTML page you saw earlier in the course. The Java code that we intend to compile is in the source directory. It is a simple Java calculator application that has little to do with the web app. It is just created as a sample for this course for demonstration purposes. It also has some JUnit test cases written to demonstrate continuous testing and reporting using Jenkins. Now let us set up an automated build using a file called build.xml for this application. Open your text editor and create the file in the project directory. Let us create the root project tag and call it sample build. And the base directory, as we saw earlier, we can give it as the current directory. Next, we will create a target called compile that compiles the Java code. For this, we will make use of an AND task called javac. The parameters that this task takes is quite similar to the javac command. We will need to give it a source directory, which is where our Java code resides. Next, we give all dependent libraries using the class path parameter. We can do that by using an attribute called refid that points to a path that contains all the jar files. Something like this. Then we create that class path variable using the path task. In the path task, we give all the .jar files that are under the lib directory. One last thing that we need to do is give the default target in the project root as compile. That's it. Save the file. Now go to the command window and type AND. Upon execution of the AND build, you see that the javac task has completed successfully and the .class files are generated and placed under the packages under the directories that are given here in the command window. Now let us go ahead and organize it a little bit and create all the .class files in different directory other than the source directory. For that, we will make use of the mkdir task of AND. This task creates directories in any given folder. Now go back to the build file and create another target called init. Now write the mkdir task within the directory name for the classes. Like this. You just need to give the name of the directory that you need to create against the task name in the same XML tag. We also need to create a dist directory for the WAR file that we will be creating later in the course. Now, in order for this to work, we need to execute the compile target after we execute init. That can be done automatically using the attribute depends. This depends attribute needs to be given in the compile target. This tells Ant to first run init and then run compile. Next, we need to give the destination directory as build/classes. This is the directory that was created using the mkdir task. Now save the file and run Ant. Now you see that the .class files are created under the build/classes directory. You can now go ahead and delete the unwanted class files under the source directory. Now that our repository has some changes, try adding and committing the changes to your local repository using the git commands. You can also try pushing your local repository contents to your remote repository. If you're not sure how to do it, then no problem. You can just proceed to the next lecture where we will do it along with a few more files that we will check in the next lecture. That's it for now. Thank you.